How's it hanging, Ethan?
Pretty goddamn terrible. I have that new novel project due tomorrow, and I can't even finish the first part.
Here, maybe I can help you. Let me see the rubric, please. Okay, so do you have your illusion?
Easy, yep.
What about your metonymy?
Simple as pie.
Okay, good. What about the analogy?
Analogy? What the Jeff Stewart is that?
An analogy is a way of comparing two things. You find similarities in the characteristics of two subjects, and then relate them by emphasizing those characteristics.
Oh man, I thought an analogy was something completely different. See, if you cover up this part at the end, it actually says...
Yes, Ethan, I know what it says, and it has nothing to do with that.
Damn. Good thing. I was about to sue Russell for harassment. Anyhow, how can you help me explain this analogy thing to me some more? I really need to finish this proyecto.
Sure thing. Sigmund Freud once said that analogies prove nothing, but they can make one feel more at home.
What the joke was that mother-clucking jam boy talking about?
Basically, analogies don't serve the purpose of settling an argument. They help to clarify the issues.
To clarify? Alright, I get that.
Some of my favorite analogies come from Homer's The Odyssey.
That guy from there, The Simpsons? He's hilarious.
No, not quite. Here, listen to this. At this moment, that unmanning thundercloud, the Aegis, Athena's shield, took form aloft in the great hall, and the suitors, mad with fear at her great sign, stampeded like stung cattle by a river. When the dread shimmering gadfly strikes in summer, in the flowering season, in the long-drawn days. After them the attackers wheeled, as terrible as falcons from eyries in the mountains, veering over and diving down with talons wide and sheathed on flights of birds, who cower down the sky in shoots and bursts along the valley. But the pouncing falcons grip their prey, no frantic wing avails, and farmers love to watch those beaked hunters. So these now fell upon the suitors in that hall, turning to strike and strike again, while torn men moaned at death, and blood ran smoking over the whole floor.
You carry around a copy of the Odyssey wherever you go? In the South, we have a name for mother cluckers like you. We call them fag.
Okay. It's a little nerdy, but let me show you the analogies. Just as the stinging of gadflies terrorizes cattle, so the sight of Athena's shield terrorizes the suitors. Can you see how the comparison is made?
Gadflies, cattle, shields, suitors. Alright, fair enough.
He goes on to say that, just as the cattle were enjoying themselves there by the river in the flowering season, when the terror suddenly came upon them, so the suitors were enjoying themselves there, in Odyssey's home. When the terror suddenly came upon them...
Sounds like First Manassas. We killed those eggs good, yes we did.
And this, just as the falcons go after their frantically fleeing birds and slaughter them mercilessly, so Odyssey and his men go after the frantically fleeing suitors and slaughter them mercilessly.
Slaughter, my favorite.
Yes. It's all good stuff, but do you understand this concept?
I believe I do. Homer Simpson used the analogies to describe the actions of Athena and the soldiers. Boy, when I hear that, it makes me feel like I'm right there in the action.
That's true. Analogies can greatly add to the illustration of literature.
For me, Tommy boy.
Here's a little something from the Songs of Solomon. My beloved is like a gazelle or a young stag. Your two breasts are like two fawns, twins of gazelle that pasture among the hyacinths or flowers.
Whoa there! You coming on to me, boy?
It's the Bible, Ethan! The Israelite reader presumably had seen or knew of gazelles and could easily visualize them leaping gracefully or bending over, feeding. Solomon took what was familiar to his readers and linked it first to the appearance of the young man and later to the breasts of a young woman.
Raunchy, I like it.
What what Shakespeare play are you reading for the novel project?
Some hullabaloo about a cracker named Macbeth.
Hey, that's good. I have an example for you to use. I have given suck, and now how tender 'tis to love the babe that milked me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from his boneless gums and dashed the brains out, and had I so sworn as you have done to this.
I actually remember that part. Yeah, it was funny because she was talking about dead babies. Macbeth was about to pussy out and become king, but that is what reminds him of his oath.
Exactly! Macbeth's wife breathes fire into him using an analogy. The audience is also affected, so they can really visualize how badly Lady Macbeth wants Duncan dead so she can be queen. So now you know some analogies. What do you think?
I think I've just about got it. But just one last thing. All these analogies are so serious, there are funny ones too.
Oh, really? Like what?
Well, you know I love that Simpsons episode and that one episode when Homer tells Bart, son, a woman is a lot like a refrigerator. They're about 6 feet tall, 300 pounds, they make ice, and, oh wait, a minute. Actually, I think women is more like beer.
That's pretty funny. But that's more of what's called a false analogy. It presents a logical fallacy that would be extremely hard to prove and is mostly used for comic effect.
Hey y'all, I know it is my favorite. That's my favorite. I finally understand the analogies. I'm gonna head home and finish my novel project.
Really?
Heck no. I'll take out that bitch for during lunch that day is due. But thanks anyway, bud.
Okay.
Just started it.
Go for it.
You carry on the copy of the Odyssey? Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
Go for it.
What else you got there for me, Tommy boy?
Here's a little something from the Songs of Solomon. Or a young stag. Your two breasts are like... My beloved is like a gazelle. Or a young stag.
Go.
My beloved is like...
What you got there for me, Tommy boy?
My beloved is like a... Stop laughing, Tom. My beloved is like a gazelle.
No, it's him.
Don't crack your... You don't have to crack your...
My beloved is like a gazelle, or a young stag. Your two breasts are like two fawns. Of a gazelle. Hey, that's good. I have an example for you to use. I have given suck.
Go.
It's your line.
No, we switched, remember?
Oh, my bad. So now you know some analogies. What do you think?
I think I've just got about